you. Thank you for noticing. Finally, someone noticed my hat. It looks cool. A really nice hat. What? What? Why are you laughing?
Nice helm.
Yeah. Damage protection. Alright. Oh wait, no, I didn't change your controls, so I'll do this one. End of day. Light a good smelling candle. The whiskey candle, it doesn't smell like me at all. It smells more like Gordo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gordo soap.
Yeah. I'm a slut for the linen laundry flavored ones.
You gotta read this review, and this'll explain a lot about me.
Is it one I have not read yet?
You haven't read it, the full thing. I've read passages to you, but I mean it's not done either. But
you want to read it on stream?
I mean, if you want to hear it, pay attention to it. Up to you.
Yes. Do you want me to pause the game?
No. Play.
I can't promise my full attention if I'm playing. Remember Rubber Johnny? Start reading.
My favorite actress.
Louder, project.
Shut up.
Project.
My favorite actress, a memoir by Chrysaor.
You're mumbling too much. Project. Enunciate. Come on. My favorite actress.
I'm not gonna read it like that.
My favorite actress.
I have to read it in my voice.
Alright, fine, but don't mumble so much. No, please, please. I'm sorry. Read to me, please. Por favor. Please.
Wait, there's an error here. I have to fix continuity. This is a true story. It was the year 2001 and the first day of 7th grade. I hadn't slept a wink, kept awake all night in anticipation of the horrors that awaited me. What new torments would I be subjected to this year? How long until my friends betray me? Who will survive and what will be left of them? My mind raced as I put on my biggest pair of Jinko jeans and buttoned up my finest dragon print silk shirts. The sweat beating on my forehead was causing my hair to curl in twisted, gruesome ways, defying both gravity and all physics, and forming a stiff middle finger taunting the comb that was attempting to tame it. The center part was not happening. So I donned my wire-rimmed Harry Potter glasses, ready to give up, accept my doomed fate, submit to the eternal torture of the school day in the purgatorial pit that was middle school, when suddenly I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror on the way out, and for a brief second, a rare, fleeting feeling of hope washed over me. I looked like a fucking badass. The school bus doors opened, and I stepped forth, a golden glow cast upon me, a triumphant breeze through my hair in slow motion. I surveyed the area, expecting to see dozens of faces in awe of my supreme badassness, but instead my world came crashing down around me with the mind-bending sound of a plate glass window shattering in the dead of the night. Their Jinko jeans were bigger than mine. Their silk shirts had even more dragons. Some were wearing just regular shirts, but they had the logos of the coolest, most obscure and hip bands on them. The Offspring, Linkin Park, bands I was not cool enough to know about. My eyes burned. No, wait. They were not just burning. I was literally being blinded by some sudden burst of extreme concentrated light being beamed directly into my eyes. I squinted through, and dear God, their hair. They had the coolest hair, the shiniest, brightest level of bleached blonde hair, but only right on top, gelled skyward into glorious, silk, spiky peaks. My psyche would not recover for years. I realized that no one had noticed me. No one had witnessed how totally uncool I was with my regular dragon silk shirt and lank, lifeless hair. Yet. So again I scanned my surroundings, this time searching for an open seat. I spotted my target and briskly made my way forth. That's when I heard the scream. A great scream pierced through the cacophony of the bus, freezing me in my tracks. I raised my gaze towards the bank of the bus and locked eyes with the perpetrator. And there he was, the ugliest, fattest motherfucker I ever did see, standing in the back straddling the aisle with an outstretched arm and a finger pointed directly at me. His other hand was wrapped a white knuckle around a kudos bar, strangling the life out of it. His hair was pure gold, bleached to hell and back and spiked to perfection. Again, I heard that scream. It erupted forth from his disgusting beef throat. "Newbie," he cried out, the word becoming all too clear. He was the spitting image of the kid from the Squand commercial, except even uglier and fatter. Suddenly more voices joined his from the back of the bus, the grossest, greasiest voices you ever did hear. "Newbie," they chanted in a chorus of disgusting smells, oily skin, and loud, spittle-ridden breaths. I knew who they were. They were the 8th graders, 1 year older than I. They were cultured, mature, hardened by experience, for they had survived through the 7th grade. The torment that they had endured was now theirs to dish out. They were cruel, obnoxious, and utterly repulsive, oozing grease out of every pore and belittling everyone and everything in their path. I couldn't wait to grow up to be just like them. I slumped down into the seat, taking solace in the fact that I was no longer in their line of sight, the line of fire. If only I had my demon sword, I would rend them asunder. The bus slows to a stop. A song is playing on the radio. The kid in front of me turns around and declares, to no one in particular, "This is the new Incubus song." Then a voice from behind responds, "No, this is Puddle of Mud." I know Nirvana when I hear it, and this is definitely a Nirvana song, but it doesn't matter. I can barely hear anything anymore as my senses are overtaken by sheer panic at the situation unfolding before my eyes. There are no more empty seats on this bus, save for the one next to me, and the girl who got in at this stop is running out of options. She sits down next to me and her arm brushes against mine. I am fucking dead. I feel her shame, the great shame of having no choice but to sit next to the biggest loser with the smallest jinkos on the entire bus. The sweat is pouring down my face. The silence is eternal, deafening. My mind raced. My brain grows arms and rips itself into two halves to instantly go to war with each other. One half pleading with me, or her, to say something, anything to break the silence, to take a chance, to make a friend. The other half screaming at me to shut up, chastising me into oblivion. Don't bother her. No one would ever want to talk to you. Don't embarrass yourself. You should feel bad enough that she had to sit next to you. Don't make this situation any worse. So I do her the favor of not attempting to engage in conversation. The silence manifests itself as a severe headache pummeling through my forehead. Years later, during a trip to Vermont with a group of friends, she reveals that she used to have a crush on me and asks why I never talked to her. I catch a glimpse of myself in the reflection
Do I know this girl?
on the window of the bus. I am a fucking dumbass.
Do I know this girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm swept into the hallway by a sea of kids with immaculate bleached hair. Amidst the crowd, I spot a face I recognize, a friend of mine. His hair is golden, freshly bleached and styled, his shining locks reaching upwards towards the heavens, caressed by the warmth of the sun. I'm getting tired of this, but I need to know. How did you get your hair like that? I ask him. He looks me dead in the eye and says, that's from the sun. It's just naturally like that now. It's fucking bullshit. The smugness of his grin is unbearable. Liar, liar, rend me asunder. He recedes into the sea of Sting clones. I've been betrayed before the bell even rang.
Sting clones.
The teacher passes out some papers to the front of the class, and then in turn pass them back. I'm seated in the back. That's me in the corner.
It's a police reference? Oh no, wait, that's REM.
REM.
That's me in the corner.
By the time the papers reach me, some of the other kids have already begun feverishly scribbling down answers. This is no ordinary quiz. This is a questionnaire about ourselves, our likes and dislikes, our interests, to be presented in front of the class as a way of getting to know each other. I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I can impress everyone by being true to myself and having really cool answers, I think to myself. Then everyone will see how cool I really am. My pen hits the paper and I dive right into it. Favorite band? The Clash. Favorite color? Clear. Favorite subject? Lunch. I'm blown away by how original I am. I know all the answers to this quiz. Favorite actor? I pause for a second and then jot down Sam Neill. I don't know why. I look to the next question and my momentum comes to a screeching halt. The tip of the pen hovers just above the paper. Favorite actress? It's a trick question. It's a trap. I recognize the peril I am in immediately. I need to think fast. Favorite actress? The minute hand is asleep up there on the wall, and the second hand is doing a neat illusion where it goes in reverse just to be a dick. There are 40 minutes left in this period. I can't run out the clock on this one. And that's what I have so far.
That's more than the last time I read it. I think I got like little, I think when you sent it to me, you were at the, barely past the bus story.
I'm really caught up on how I have to explain, because it's easy to explain in person, but it's not easy to explain in text, how certain choices that you make that have nothing to do with sexuality make you gay when you're 12 years old.
With the homophobia, like,
Yes,
rampant
homophobia.
violent.
You wear purple shorts, you're gay.
And gay is bad.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
That's so tricky to put into words without having it sound homophobic coming from you.
Yeah.
Know? So that's where
like putting into words the intense homophobia, and I mean obviously it's still wide and rampant, but like the intense, like culturally embedded, for lack of a better term, homophobia, like how that's so gay. That was like slang and shit, where it's just so much like racist, sexist, and homophobic shit that just was, as a kid, you know, we're like, oh, this is just slang. Like, you know those like hand games, like, you know, concentration? Like those kind. There was one I remembered the other day, the other day. Speaking though of hand clapping games and gay, there was one that I wasn't thinking of right now, but there was one where it was just like a hard F, and it's just like, you know, being a third or fourth grader, like, you don't know about that?
No.
Yeah, it was a hard F, where it's like, Michael Jackson is it? Yeah, that was just like a part of a hand clapping game. And there was Oh, there was one where it was really... I don't even know if I want to say it on air.
Probably should.
But it was like hand motions of like...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I never partook in those.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let you. They wouldn't let you be a ghost.
They said there's this cool club that...
The Cool Kids Club?
They send you, because gel pens were huge. You remember the gel
Yeah, of
pens right when
course.
they came out?
But I
They're
remember also, like, the joke about the Cool Kids Club, the KKK.
Well, you can sign up for this club, and they send you free gel pens every month. And I'm like, yeah, sign me up. And they're like, okay.
Oh, the Pen 15 Club?
We just have to write Pen 15 on your arm, and you're in. And I look at my arm, and it says penis.
Yeah.
And I realized there are no gel pens.
There were... You didn't even get a gel pen?
It's all a lie.
Terrible.
Yeah, lovely. So you like my memoir?
I love it. I'm so excited to read the rest of it.
I've really hit the whole part of it is like really done. I just have to decide if I'm actually going to spin it into a movie review or just kind of...
Or a movie itself.
No.
But, like, the thing with, like, what I was telling you with, like, the hand clapping games and, like, all that stuff. That's one of those things where it's, like, a good example of how, like, fucking, like, learn and grow and shit. Where it's, like, you can just scream from the hilltops, I'm not racist! I'm not racist! Like, I'm not racist, but when I was a little kid, I was playing, like, you know, games where it was like, you know, that's just how the game goes, and it's like, holy shit, that was racist. You know, someone's gonna be trouble if they start a sentence with, I'm not racist, but...
Very true.
Oh my god. There is this person we knew who... Very, very awful person, racist, sexist, and I was talking to one of my friends in the other room, you know, about how we were both talking about this person and how racist and sexist they are, and then this person, like, overhears and then runs into the room and goes, fuck you, I'm not racist, and then walks away, like, does not try to deny the sexism at all. It's really neat.
Black Panther sucked. I just couldn't connect to any of the characters.
None of the characters
couldn't relate to anybody.
were small little white men. With terrible personalities. That's like those people, I haven't seen, because, you know, I don't really watch Pixar and Disney movies. Because, you know, there's gotta be a lot of blood and guts. And not just menstrual blood.
Real quick, what's going on over here?
You might have to hit back.
I already did.
Try it again. But there's that movie that came out where it's like I think it's like a movie about kind of about, like, you know, puberty as a girl, like your first period kind of thing, but also like she becomes a red panda somehow.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's called, like, Seeing Red or something like that, where it's like she turns into a red panda or something. But also it's like kind of metaphorical and or not metaphorical about, like, puberty. And one of the problems that people had with it is that they showed tampons and pads in this movie for children. But I saw, like, somebody tweeting about how it's just, you know, Pixar really fucked up. This movie isn't relatable to anyone other than maybe, like, a teenage girl going through puberty. But for me, an adult, a grown-ass man, Pixar is not... Pixar, a movie theater or a production studio that makes movies with the primary audience of children, they aren't focusing on me as a grown-ass man. How dare they?
Patch, I don't think this is working.
You want to play a different game?
No.
If I start over, it's going to start the stream over, I think. You want to try it?
I'll call it a night.
Let's see.